The war between Ukraine and Russia continues at full intensity. The SBU's Alpha Special Operations Unit is on the front line. In just 1 week, FPV drone operators from Alpha targeted over 1,800 soldiers. These are scenes from the Donetsk region, one of the most intense and contested areas of the war. Take a close look. Drones are already in position. First, reconnaissance. UAVs detect movement. Then, strike drones move in. Step by step, target by target. On the ground, soldiers try to react. They run, they hide. But against the drones, there is little they can do. No clear defense, no safe cover. Every movement is being watched. Every position can be reached. This is a battlefield where drones don't just support the fight, they are the fight. So think about it. If drone operators can track and strike at this scale, how does that change the balance on the battlefield? This soldier, who was lying on the ground, found himself face to face with a drone. He didn't have time to react before the drone struck him. A soldier involved in a motorcycle accident became the target of a drone. But did you notice something here? The soldier is using a shotgun. Do you think this is a deliberate choice for these drones, or is it a logistical shortcoming? In this attack, the soldier who encountered the drone began struggling to escape it. The soldier was unarmed. His camouflage even showed that he was in pretty bad shape. After running for a while, the soldier grew tired and fell to the ground, becoming the drone's target. One of the most desperate moments on the front lines. The soldier, targeted by the drone, tried to evade it by hiding behind a tree, but there was nowhere for him to run. After a brief struggle, he became the drone's target. On the front line, soldiers are choosing unusual places to hide. Tunnels, under bridges, even cemeteries. Places that once offered cover, but not anymore. Drones scan from above, searching every corner. One by one, positions are exposed. No matter where they hide, they are still found. This is a battlefield where concealment is becoming almost impossible. If even places like these aren't enough to hide, where can anyone stay truly unseen? In this footage, a Russian soldier spotted in open terrain is trying to escape from a drone. Look at where the soldier is. There's nowhere for him to take cover. The drone began rapidly closing in on the soldier. As the drone approaches, you can see that the soldier has a weapon. Perhaps if he had used his weapon, he could have taken the drone out of action. This time, the strikes take place at night. In the Lyman direction, Ukrainian Signum Battalion targets movement deep behind the lines. Soldiers move under cover of darkness, believing it gives them protection. But not anymore. Drones equipped with thermal imaging are already scanning the area. One by one, heat signatures appear, targets identified, and the attack begins. Take a close look. On the ground, soldiers start running, trying to escape, trying to find cover, but they don't know where the drone is coming from. In the darkness, there is no direction, no warning, just the sound. And the impact. This is the new reality. Night is no longer a shield. If even darkness can't provide cover, when is it actually safe to move? The drone's next target. A lone soldier moving across the field. He appears disoriented, unknowingly heading toward opposing positions. The moment he's spotted, an FPV drone is dispatched. It closes in fast. The soldier reacts, drops to the ground, and tries to crawl away. There's confusion. No clear direction, no clear escape. It's unclear if he's even armed. The drone keeps tracking, waiting for the right moment. And then, impact. Another example of how quickly a situation can change on the battlefield. When a single drone can track a target this closely, is escape even possible in open terrain? In these scenes, Ukrainian FPV drones are striking targets day and night across the front line. The 414th Unmanned Strike Aviation Brigade is actively tracking movement in multiple sectors. Take a close look at these moments. Many of the strikes happen when soldiers are resting, moving alone, or caught in open terrain. This reflects a broader tactic. spreading out to avoid becoming group targets. But it's not enough. Because the scale has changed, hundreds, even over 1,000 drones launched in a single day. Constant presence in the sky, constant pressure on the ground. This is why drones are becoming one of the most decisive tools on the battlefield, not just in isolated strikes, but through continuous, overwhelming use. So think about it. When drones are everywhere at all times, how can movement on the front line even be coordinated safely? Unmanned ground vehicles on the front line are being taken out one by one. These systems are now widely used by both sides, delivering ammunition and supplies directly to frontline positions. Small, efficient, and critical for logistics. But now, they are being hunted. Reconnaissance drones detect them first. Then, strike drones move in, one by one. The vehicles are destroyed before they reach their destination. This is the new layer of the battlefield, not just targeting people or positions, but cutting off supply at every level. If even unmanned supply vehicles can't make it through, how can frontline logistics keep up? 3 Russian soldiers were spotted in the Pokrovsk region by the Ukrainian Magyar Birds unit. They were moving forward, unaware that a drone was tracking them. However, as a precaution against the drone, the soldiers were moving while maintaining a distance of several meters between each other. Before long, the first drone attack began. The soldier at the rear was targeted first. The soldier, who tried to take cover in the rubble, was unable to escape the drone. This time, the drone moved in on the second soldier. The soldier, who was waiting in shock under the tree, didn't put up a fight. As soon as he saw the drone, he dropped to the ground and curled up. The drone struck the soldier at high speed. The third soldier tried to hide among the bushes, but he didn't manage to escape either. So think about it. Does spacing out actually help against drones? Or just delay the inevitable? A few kilometers south of the same area, 3 more Russian soldiers were targeted by drones. These soldiers are not part of a unit. They are sent to the front lines alone. They end up as targets for drones without ever seeing anyone they're supposed to fight. The Ukrainian Air Force carried out precision strikes with 2 GBU-62 JDA-MER bombs on a 5-story building in the Zaporizhzhia region of Russia that housed a drone control center belonging to the 114th Motorized Infantry Regiment. The impact of the bombs was highly destructive. This time, UAV pilots from the Apache unit carried out a precise strike on fortified positions. The targets, shelters, and concealed areas. The drone moves in, locks on, and strikes with accuracy. As a result, a storage site with equipment is destroyed. Along with it, mortars, defensive positions, and personnel in the area are neutralized. What once served as cover quickly turns into a target. This is the impact of precision drone strikes, finding and eliminating positions that would otherwise be difficult to reach. So think about it. When even hidden shelters can be located and destroyed, where can forces safely position themselves? In the sky, a fast-moving threat. A jet-powered Shahed drone, faster and harder to intercept than earlier models. But it's already being tracked. Ukrainian GUR Sting operators move in. They lock onto the target. The battle on the front line is also being fought in the sky. Operators from the 10th Special Forces Brigade Edelweiss are tracking another target, a Russian hexacopter drone. But this time, the approach is different. No direct impact. No explosion. Instead, a specialized drone moves in, equipped with a net launching system. It gets close, locks on, and fires. The net wraps around the rotors, and the drone drops from the sky. Clean, precise, controlled. This is a different kind of air combat, not destroying, but capturing and disabling. As of April 2026, the front line remains highly active across multiple directions: Donetsk, Lyman, Kupiansk, and Zaporizhzhia. There is no single massive breakthrough. Instead, constant pressure. Drone warfare dominates the battlefield. Both sides are deploying hundreds, even thousands of UAVs daily. Frontline positions are under continuous surveillance, and movement has become increasingly dangerous. At the same time, long-range strikes continue to hit logistics, air defense systems, and infrastructure far behind the lines. That's all for today's coverage. If you found this valuable, hit the like button and subscribe. New Frontline updates go up regularly. And if you haven't already, drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. Until next time.